Why not? Oh, yes.
She sent me pictures of it.
Praise the Lord. Turn in your Bibles to Numbers chapter 13. I told somebody a while ago,
Amen.
didn't know what I was going to teach on, and then the Lord spoke to me this morning, this afternoon, as I was praying about what to teach. Won't be no teaching this week, he said. I want to give my people a word. God has ways of confirming things, but today was kind of off the charts. And I got prepared for this message today, looking through God's eyes, and dream God's dream. I don't think we really know what that means, but when you hear testimonies like I heard tonight about when you're facing, being standing alone like Miss Deja did. Who else testified? Bill. When you're standing in the middle of a prison and you can just keep your mouth shut. You probably regret it. I've been there. Been times in my life where if I hadn't looked through God's eyes, put His glasses on, I wouldn't have done what I've done. Even when I did things I shouldn't have done. If I look through God's eyes, I'll see the fallout. And God knows what's coming tomorrow. We don't.
That's right.
And that's why He warns us about the consequences of sin all through His Word. He knows what the outcome is going to be. We think we're going to get by. God said the wages of your sin is death. You're going to suffer. If you sin, you're going to suffer. He'll forgive you. God, how many of you know God forgives sin? But He don't erase the scars that sin. One day when we get a glorified body, that sin and scars will be removed. But when we sin, God put it in His Word. He said it, He meant it. And when we think we can go out here and play in the world and do things that we know are contrary to the Word of God, we're going to pay a price for it. I'm glad the Bible says that if we confess our sins, He's faithful and just to forgive us.
That's right.
But that don't give us a license to sin. Amen? Somebody help me now. I know y'all tired. I'll try not to keep you more than 2 or 3 hours. But
Brooke,
yeah.
I got to say something. I wasn't gonna say it. Because it was
You
kind
knew there was consequences for sin, right?
Yeah, I did, but it's kind of confusing. And when I seen the dream up there, I told my wife about it yesterday. It's kind of confusing. I ain't crazy. Y'all don't think I'm crazy. But I had this dream the other night.
Uh-oh.
And
brace yourself.
it's a weird dream, but in a way it has a spiritual meaning to it. It's a weird dream. But I had a dream that my wife, she had got ready and got her clothes on. And she was like, I'm going to run somewhere. I'm coming back to get you. So, therefore, I was supposed to be ready. But listen to me. And she left. But then I came downstairs. She was sitting on the couch. So I'm saying she's supposed to be gone or whatever. So we sitting on the couch talking, and I'm putting my clothes on or whatever. It's crazy, y'all. I ain't crazy.
Come on, baby.
So I hear a knock at the door. I peek out. No, it's my wife. It's my wife.
Oh.
But I got another wife in here with me. So I was like, this is what I said, like, run, go upstairs high. I'm like, go upstairs high. She's like, no, I'm not high. Then my other wife went, no, she beat on the door. She beat on the door. Saying, I know she in there, you caught her already, so you might as well come out. But I woke up, but the spiritual meaning to it.
Off the road.
No. But it's just that we could be serving.
Yeah.
Something so similar and so close to what we think God is. You know what I'm saying? And we think we have a relationship with God. And the whole time, God is on his way to get us. And we so caught up in this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To fix
Work
this.
prepared.
And you wasn't ready. I wasn't going to say that, but I seen a dream and I told her about it.
When did you dream at?
Like, like before last.
I told you God was going to give you a word. He told me to tell you.
I didn't know it like that. And when I seen the dream tonight, like, I would say something, like, nah, I'm not going to say that. But when I seen the dream, I was like, I need to go and see it.
He's going to give you another one. That kind of dream kind of opens the door to what I want to say. I'm going to talk about looking through God's eyes because we need to. But my son called Josh and Caleb. I'm preaching on Caleb tonight.
You want me to tell?
I won't tell you.
Well, you get along, you're almost
I got to add to it.
No.
I'm preaching on Caleb. I'm preaching on Caleb. So my son Caleb, we named him Josh Caleb, and I always liked Caleb. Named Luke. Luke, because we like Luke. I like Luke. But Josh called him just before we left. Man, was asking his mother to pray for her family. The family I told y'all about that boy got killed, 22 years old. 5 or 6 months ago, God gave Joshua Caleb a dream. My son had a dream that this man was died and got killed. And Josh worked with him. And at one time, he don't anymore. But listen to how God sees things we don't see. And he gave Caleb Pierce, my son, a dream about this young man. And my son struggled with it. He didn't know whether to go tell him or just let it go. But he went to the young man, and the young man claimed to be a Christian, just like probably Miss Daisy and most of them people that went to the casino probably claimed to be Christian. I ain't saying they ain't, but I'm saying they're walking on dangerous ground. But this young man, Josh, went to him. Josh didn't know whether he would accept him or slap him or cuss him. But he told him, he said, I had a dream about you, and in my dream you died. And it stunned the boy. He was actually a worship leader, right? A worship leader in the Assembly of God church. But Josh told him, said, I've been watching your life, and your life ain't bearing fruit. He said, God told me to tell you that this dream, I dreamed you were going to die. Now that wasn't Josh's dream, that was God's dream. He gave that boy the dream that God gave him. The boy, Josh found out yesterday, the boy repented and got his heart right with God.
Wow.
Got killed 5 or 6 days ago in a car wreck.
Wow.
My son warned him, what if Josh wouldn't have told him?
Yeah.
See, this kind of surprised me about Josh. I knew he was saved, but I didn't know he had that kind of boldness. But evidently the dream. Sometimes if we don't act on what God tells us to do, like, if you'd have just kept your mouth shut, Miss Daisy, think of the fallout. You hadn't have made that stand. One of my favorite songs that Lauren Daigle sings is I Will Stand My Ground, where hope can be found. We can't look through our physical. I was going to get my wife to cover these things up. She forgot to. When we put on God's glasses, we see everything differently. We have things in our life that we think we can't overcome. We have problems, financial problems. We have some of you, Brother Bilbo, you've been there. You lost everything. What you do? Put God's glasses on. When you put God's glasses on, you're not looking through the flesh anymore. You're looking through spiritual eyes. Okay? Numbers chapter 13, verse 17. Once again, we see in 17, Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan and said unto them, get you up, go up this way, southward, and go up unto the mountain, and see the land, what it is, and the people that dwell in therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds, and what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not, and be of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first ripe grapes. That is the feast of Ingathering, one of the first feasts. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, which as men come to Hamath. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron. Hebron in Hebrew is a type of heaven. Anytime you see the word Hebron, the characteristics of Hebron and the things that happened in the city of Hebron, one thing, it was on a mountain, right on top of a mountain. So it is a type of heaven where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. The Anakim. Y'all know what Anakim are, right? Nephilim. You look up the word Anak, it means Nephilim. Nephil. They were fallen, Nephilim, fallen angels, hybrid fallen angels. They were men that were humongous, tall, very, very strong and powerful men. They weren't humans. 7 years before Zoan in Egypt, they came under the brook of Eshcol and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they buried between two upon a staff, and they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. That word there, of the grapes, it took 2 men to carry one cluster of grapes. Now, nowhere in history, anywhere, has there ever been anything like this. But I have my own ideas about where these grapes come from. It wasn't human technology. These grapes were so big, these men were so big that just a regular cluster of grapes couldn't have anything. They had to have the extra big because they were huge. Some of them 15, 20 feet tall. Okay, this cluster of grapes was what they planted. And it says, where did I stop? 25. They returned from searching of the land after 40 days. They went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, we came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great, and moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. But listen to what Caleb said. Caleb stilled the people. In other words, he said, shut up. Be quiet. That's what it means. You look up the word still, it says, be quiet. Or in English, he said, shut up. And he's seen what was happening. He's seen that these men were sowing discord in the children. How many of you know what God said about sowing discord? He hates. He hates. These men were, 11 of them were sowing discord among the children of Israel. And it went quick. Immediately they all started.
Well, again, when they say Canaanites, was some type of Cain too? Like the Cain branch?
They were the descendants of Ham, I believe.
That's Noah, some of Noah's sons?
Yeah. Ham,
Yeah.
Ham,
So,
Shem, and
Shem, and
Japheth.
Japheth.
So that was after the flood, right? We talking about after the flood.
Oh yeah, this thing.
So that means, even though Noah, the first Noah, his seed was not touched, but then later on his seed, they began to mingle with his
And that's
seed.
what Moses wrote in Genesis 6, and he said, and after the flood. Also, in other words, he's saying they came down and bred with female, human, and it says, and also after that. So in other words, they came back, started the same thing over again. But God tried to prepare children of Israel. But anyway, here we go. He still the people before Moses said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. We are well able to overcome it. You know what land that Caleb inherited later on? Hebron.
Hello.
Hebron's type of heaven. And Caleb's attitude, because of his attitude, God gave him the mountain of Hebron, which is a type of heaven. What did Jesus say we must do to inherit? We must overcome.
What did you say?
He had overcome.
I like that.
You remember you were saying barley 17 too? When you think about that, you go to 17 and they go up.
Oh, well, there it is.
They went up, and then he's saying they went up to Hebron, and they say you saying that's the type of heaven.
Yep. Hebron in 17.
Yeah.
An overcomer. But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. In other words, they were giants. Where did giants come from? Same place that came from before. These sons of God came down after the flood also and started doing the same thing again. And there, notice 13 is the number of what? Rebellion. What's 33? It's also a number, a satanic number. 33 makes all that. 33 is a big number in Satan worship. 13:33 it says, and there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come are the giants, There's that word giants, Gibor. It's the same word used in Genesis. It's a Hebrew word, Nephal. Big fella. You look that word up, it'll say big fellas, big men. There's no such thing as a 15 or 20 foot human. It's a mixed seed, okay? Nephal in Hebrew. And these sons of Anak which come of the giants, and we were, listen to what they said in their sight, and we were in our sight as grasshoppers. And so we were in their sight. Somebody's sight was left out. God's sight. They wasn't looking through God's eye. They had no vision. They had no dream. And they were looking through their own eye. We have a chart over there. Now I remember when I was talking about that chart, that $10,000. Some of y'all go, "Ooh, that's a lot of money." And if we look at it in the natural, look through our eyes, it is a lot of money. But look where we are already. We at $3,500. We still got August, September, and October to go. That ain't nothing to God. If we'll trust God, amen. We got to trust. Can't look through $10,000, brother. I got a car note to pay. I got a house note. I got this. I got that. But we need to look through God's eyes. We got kids. We bring them in, and some of them are real rebellious. We don't have that many right now, really, to be honest with you. I think we got one of the best, a handful of youth right now that I see some potential in. They are taking it in. And there's a couple of boys and 4 or 5 of these young ladies. Man, just think about what God can do with 7 young people. If there was 7 of them sold out, if I could get 7 sold out adults, we'd turn this community upside down. I didn't hear not one amen. We might have that. We might have that. If most churches had 7 adults in big churches, if Joel Osteen had 7 adults in his church over there in Houston, it was sold out to God, they'd leave his church.
They did.
They
But
did?
there ain't none there.
Well, they ain't none like that. Think about it. You got 25,000 people in a church, Brother Bilbo. If you got 25,000 people in that church and sold out, it's going to turn the world upside down. It ain't happening. There ain't no 25. I don't know if they did. I don't know how you can sit and listen to that hall and watch.
That's right.
And be, what you going to do with that kind of message? I mean, you ain't got to do anything. You ain't got to live holy. You believe in Jesus. You there. It's that same old gospel, that same lollipop gospel. But Caleb, who I want to emphasize, Caleb was a man. He didn't care. The Bible don't say anything about his name being dog. D-O-G. I think he was a pit bull. He's a bulldog. Somewhere in Caleb's life, maybe he was like David. He was a shepherd. He was talking. I know one thing for sure, that Caleb understood who God was.
Yeah.
He was the only one of 11, 12. Now Joshua, it don't name Joshua here, but he was also stood with Caleb. But Caleb was the one that spoke out. He said, we are able. See, I like to hear people say, we're able to do this, Brother Gary. We can do it with God's help. Not, oh man. We able to do it next year too. Brother Gary, we can do more than that next year.
Come on.
That's what I like to hear. You know why somebody else likes to hear that too? He don't like to hear that we ain't able.
Yeah.
That's a giant pile of money. What happened to them people? What happened to them? Paul said in Hebrew, these people are examples to us today. You don't think the numbers, the book of Numbers is important? Paul said, remember the children of Israel. What happened to them are examples to you and me. So why did he say that? The Old Testament ain't to us. If the Old Testament ain't for us, why did Paul say, remember what happened to them is a good, lest you also murmur and complain. Then what did they do? Children of Israel, they murmured and complained. Every time you looked up, they murmured and complained about something. And God delivered them. Oh, they kept smelling them onions and garlic back there in Egypt. And every time you look up, all them people died in the wilderness. Every last, them 11, 10 men, except for Joshua and Caleb, every last man, for 40 years, they went and visited this Canaan for 40 days, right? Well, 40 days is 40 years. So, for 40 years, the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness, and they all died, every last one of them. If you're 20 years old and younger, were the only ones that went into Canaan. What happened? Why? Unbelief. They refused to believe God. They refused to have God's eyes. See, they're always thinking about, if you're looking back all the time, or if you're just looking at your circumstances, you're not, if you're not trusting God, Hope House, for everything. First, you're living right. You don't think you can claim God's promises when you ain't living right. I mean, it encouraged me today to know that God used my son like that, and then he told his mama, what if I hadn't told him?
That's right.
You never know, boy. That happened to me a long time ago. I witnessed to a guy who died the next day. I would still remember that in a bad way. I still hated that he died. What the hell, he died drunk. But just think about the things that come into our life all the time. And we say, well, think about the turtle. The little turtle. This brought back that memory to me. God, when I was praying, he said, remember that little turtle? You didn't see nothing in that turtle. You just saw that turtle crossing the highway. I saw a little child.
Yeah.
And God said, remember what happened with the turtle? I went back to get him. He got run over. He was dead.
Yeah.
Huh? But God reminded me, I knew. I know what's going on with his kid. And then one of them was named Turtle. His name is, what's his real name? Elijah?
Darius.
So I call him Turtle. Somebody had that.
The other day I was on my way to pick up my clothes from the laundry, and there was a turtle about this big around that was right in my pack. I started just going around, and I felt the Lord tell me, he said, move it. So I took him and moved. There's a big creek down there beside the street. I threw him down in there, and he hit that water, and he would come.
Yeah, that turtle thing saved a lot of turtle lives. My wife, for months, weeks and months, every time she saw a turtle, she So, see, there's a message in that too. You save this little turtle, you say he's going to save some other turtles. See, I wasn't looking through God's eyes when I seen that turtle.
Yeah.
He loved even the little turtles. God loved little turtles. God, the Bible says he loved every creation that he made. He made that one, but it was more than that. It was more than just a little turtle. It was a child. God wanted me to see a child.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted me to see.
Yeah. Sure.
Daddy.
Run here.
Yeah.
You said it was in Hebrews when Paul said that? Remember
Where did Paul say that in Hebrews about looking back at the what
God
chapter?
chapter where he used the word example. Somebody look up the word example, or he said ensample. He said ensample. Somebody look that up there. It's huh?
Hebrews 9.
Might be. Hebrews. In Hebrews. Where's it at? Get it for me. Get it for Derek before we leave here today. I can get it for you, Derek, to remind you. Let us go up at once, and then later on, it don't tell us here, but later on, when the children of Israel captured Canaan, and they overtook the land God gave Caleb Canaan. Why?
Because of what he said.
You know what the Bible says? Why Caleb got first choice? Because he wholly followed the Lord. WHOLLY. The word holy is in there. Notice that? He was holy. WHOLLY. And with all his heart. And we got these half committed.
That's right.
Come on now.
That's right.
Most Christian people, you know, we ain't judging nobody. I'm not. I mean, my son told this young man, well, you ain't supposed to judge people. What if he hadn't told him, I've been watching your life and you're not bearing fruit to a Christian?
Yeah.
I think you were doing a little partying, a little casinoing,
That's right.
maybe saying a little foul language every now and then. God's working with you. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, Hope House. You know the people you work with, you know whether they saved or not.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Right.
You don't have to be around nobody 10 years to know they ain't saved or not, because they're going to bear fruit. You either going to bear fruit from God or you're going to bear fruit from the devil. And the devil's fruit's right. And my son looked at him and said, your life, he didn't know what the boy was going to do.
That's right.
But he said the boy broke, right, Miss Teresa?
Yeah.
When he told him he
Yeah,
broke.
and thank you.
He became real emotional and said, and he thanked Josh for telling him. But, you know, man, I think of the fallout. If Josh hadn't told that guy, the man would be in hell probably right now.
Yeah.
But he's in heaven. And the preacher told Josh that he turned his life around. He repented and got right with God. I think that's a man. Moving right along. There was another guy named David who followed Jonah.
That's right.
You know, David's a young boy. Most theologians believe he's about 12 or 13 years old. Brother there, he's facing a giant that's almost 10 feet tall. He's got armor all over him, but it ain't God's armor.
Yeah.
He got on a breastplate, he got a sword. It was so heavy that the ordinary man couldn't even pick it up. That's how big he was. Humongous man. But David, all the Israelites were scared of this giant because he's so big. They was looking through the eyes of the flesh.
Yeah.
David, remember, he's been spending time with God, Bilbo.
That's right.
He's been out there under the trees, praying and seeking the Lord at night, and he's watching over them sheep. And he got close to God. He said, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. That's who wrote that, David. He knew that when you dwell with God and you get along with Him, you're going to have power you never knew you had. When things get tight, when all kind of doubts come on the world, when things, by the way, did anybody hear on Fox News last night, they said, the top's been blown off the extraterrestrial thing, and something happened, they cut it off.
Yeah.
Anybody see that but us? They was fixing to tell what was gonna, or they're fixing to appoint some men.
Yeah.
President Trump is fixing to appoint some men to look into this thing, see what's going on. But anyway, David, he didn't look through the eyes of the flesh. He spent time with God.
Right.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the one who wrote the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear. No, David was looking at a giant that probably he was the tallest shadow.
Yeah.
But David wasn't scared. He said, the Bible says that David asked his brothers. His brothers got on him.
Yeah.
What you think you're doing, Paul?
That's right.
Huh? Your brothers got on, your family, some of your family got on. He said, what you think you're doing? You can't live for God. But David said 3 words, 4. Is there not a cause?
That's right.
5 words. Is there not a cause? A little boy, red-headed, ruddy boy, 13, 14, here he goes fighting a giant.
Yeah.
He ain't got nothing but a slingshot. He don't even have any rocks.
Come on.
He reaches down in the brook that's flowing down from Mount Hebron.
Come on.
Come on now.
That's
That
right.
some of that living water
That's right.
flowing through the mountain. He reaches down there and he got 5 stones out of it.
Yeah.
I got under one of them waterfalls up there in the mountains. I think I told y'all about got underneath that thing. I'm glad nobody came because I got out of my underwear and I crawled up on these rocks. Got up behind this waterfall. It was gushing down. It was cold at first.
Yeah.
Well, after about 2 seconds, I just felt that go through me. You asked my granddaughter, she didn't know what I said. I was in the Holy Ghost. Then it was just like it went through me. And I come off here, and I felt like I could run all the way back to the top of it. It reminded me of what Jesus does for us.
Yeah.
And what the Holy Ghost does, when we get filled with the Holy Ghost, it just gives us power and strength. Amen, somebody.
Amen.
A believer. To ask God, sincerely now, to give us His vision for our community, for our church. What is it God wanted to do next? When we get through with that, what's next, God? What new communities can we go into? Open a door. He can open a door, no man can shut. He can shut the door, no man can open. So that's what I wanted to do tonight, is to fight. Our believers. There's 3 Hebrew boys, Martinez. They didn't look through the eyes of flesh.
Yeah.
Huh? They facing a fiery furnace.
That's right.
Come on now.
Yeah.
It's in verse 18, chapter 3. 3. Daniel chapter 3, verse 18. This is where the image of the beast is. He built an image. Said, y'all gonna worship that image.
That's right.
They said, no, we're not. You know what they said? They said the same thing that Caleb said. Our God is able to deliver us. In verse 17.
Yeah.
You know what deliver means right there? To leave.
That's right.
Verse 17. We're going to leave here. And right after that, the image of the beast.
Yeah.
In the tribulation period, the Antichrist is going to build an image to himself and cause all men to worship the beast, the image There it is in Daniel 3:18. See, it's a shadow of what's coming.
Yeah.
But they said, our God is able to deliver us. But if he don't,
Come on now, say it,
come
bro.
on now. Miss Daisy said, I'm standing alone. You don't have to because some other guy come. That's the way it usually winds up. You think sometimes you all by yourself, all of a sudden somebody else. Now that guy might have cowered it out if it hadn't been for Miss Daisy. I'm glad a Hope House young lady stood alone.
Amen.
Amen.
If it wasn't for Elijah, the one be still hiding in the mountains.
That's right.
If it wasn't for Elijah, they still be hiding there. He said, you ain't the only one. Got something in the
Come on.
Come on. That's right.
What we got inside of us.
Amen.
Come on, we need something that would cause us, all of us need to ask God daily, God, let me see things like you see.
Yes, Lord.
I mean, we're gonna find out what we got in us. Cause man, I seen a video yesterday and they just in Wisconsin, a whole company took that ship. Took that ship. The whole company. One woman said, I was dating, but I researched it. It's not gonna kill me. But then, you know, if you ain't reading your word, you already dead.
They don't know, they're ignorant.
And and then when I started researching, it was on some kind of pagan day. When they did the fast, it was on a pagan type of day. I forgot what it's called. Some kind of day when, you know, they do some kind of worship, pagan worship, and they fasted on the same day.
But why are they taking, Brother Bilbo, there's two words. And what is the same thing I'm talking about? Why don't these people know about that? You think Joel Osteen's one of them people back in Hartford? I ain't never heard him say a word about nothing but prosperity and blessings and all, you know, everybody's going to heaven. Joel Osteen believed everybody's going to heaven. That's what he believed.
Yeah.
Homosexual, fornicator, Buddhist, all of them going to heaven. He said there are many roads to heaven. Well, my Bible says there ain't but one way. And that's through Jesus Christ. Amen. Not through no other name. Now, people's trying to change, give God another name. Now, God could have said, you can get to heaven through this name. Even in the Old Testament, he uses the word Jehovah. Yeah. He said, I am the Lord. You look that up in Hebrew, it says Jehovah. Okay? He's called by Jehovah. But the New Testament, Jesus was given a name, okay? We were given that name, and there is no other name given among men under heaven whereby we can be saved. One name. Not two. Not three. One. It's been good for 400 years. We got a New Testament. I got a Bible here, you know, that says that Jesus Christ, Jesus, Christ is the only way you're going to get to heaven. Okay? You're not going to get to heaven through faith in the Father. He's a great God Almighty, okay? But he didn't say, he said you got to come through my Son.
Yeah, that's right.
All right? He sent his Son. And he called him Jesus. Come on now.
Yeah.
There ain't no other name. Don't go looking for another name. Jesus. David knew him. The three Hebrew boys, they were facing the king said, turn that thing up 7 times.
Yeah.
You know what 7 times means? 7 years.
Yeah.
In prophecy, he said, turn the heat up 7 times and throw these boys, the 3 Jewish boys now. He said, turn it up 7 times hotter. That word times there means years in prophecy.
Yeah.
What does that refer to? The tribulation period.
Yeah, right.
The Jews, these 3 Hebrew boys represent the Jews that are going to go through this hot time of tribulation, 7 years, and they're going to face this. 3:18. Revelation 13:18 says, every man shall receive a mark, a chip. It's a mark under the skin. It's not on top of the skin. In the Bible, that word chip, that word mark is the word karagma. It means under the skin. Looking up. The skin is pierced. It's something put under your skin. And except you receive that, you can't buy or sell. The world ain't ready for this. Most people you know ain't ready for this. If they miss the rapture, they're going to be faced with it. That's why I want to go in the first load.
Amen.
I know people that storing up food. I talked to one of them last week. They stockpiling food. They believe in a post-tribulation rapture. I'm putting up some food myself, but not to go through the tribulation period.
Yeah.
I put up some in case the power goes out. One of them phones they got that knocked the power out, and the whole country would be black.
Yeah.
Russia has it. North Korea's got it. Iran's got it. So what would happen if all the power got knocked out in the country? No running water, no food. You ain't got to live. I've been telling y'all for 4 or 5 years, you better have something laid up for a few days, few weeks anyway. We ain't going through the tribulation. We face sickness. We face trials. We face financial problems. But we need to trust God.
Amen.
Our attitude needs God. I don't want to go through this sickness. Let me tell you something. Accept what God gives you. Accept what He gives you and use it for His glory. That God brought me through this so I can glorify Him. Some of us get blessings out the wazoo and we never say a word to anybody about it.
Yeah.
What's God thinking? Well, they don't really appreciate that.
Right.
I just done a miracle. Some of you got raises. Some of you been blessed out the wazoo, got wonderful jobs, got houses. Most of you, I hear you praising the Lord. Man, I got a home. Never dreamed I'd have a home. Never dreamed I'd have 2 beautiful kids like I got. Done it the right way. Come on now. Praise the Lord and thank Him for what He's doing in your life. The Bible said to praise Him. The Bible said to give Him thanks. You might be going through hell on earth.
Yeah.
You might be going through the worst time in your life. But what them 3 Hebrew boys say. But if He don't, if I gotta live, that's right. If I gotta live with this disease the rest of my life, if I gotta have a limp like Jacob had, Jacob limped the rest of his life because he wrestled with the angel of the Lord. He limped, but what did he do? Praise the Lord. We gotta learn, folks. I think we're gonna face some things. I was telling Miss Debbie the other day. I said, we're not going through the tribulation period, but I said we could face pre-trib trouble. We don't know what's going to happen. Any of y'all know what's going to happen tomorrow? No. I know somebody does.
Yeah.
My God knows what's going to happen tomorrow. He's already seen it. He said, I'm Alpha and Omega. I've seen it all. I know what's coming. I know the beginning from the ending. So why don't we trust Him?
Yeah, that's right.
Why don't we look through His eyes? I beg you, Hope House, pray and ask God to give you. He can't take His eyes out, but He wants you to have His vision. The Bible said, without a vision, people perish. There are people, that young man my son witnessed to, if he hadn't told him, he would have perished in hell. Them guys down there, Bill, what is a year? How long have you been doing that now? What if you said, no, God, I ain't doing it? Them 5 guys probably would have never got saved. But there's a God up here in heaven that knew where He was going to be last night. And He knew them 5 guys was going to be where they are. Okay? He knew that already. So we do good just to ask God, Lord, let me see what you want. When you ask God that, He's going to show you. He's going to show you what He wants you to do. Then we have trouble commit to anything anymore. Well, I don't want to. I ain't going there. I hate preaching on tithe. But to me, that's a fundamental request that God asks us. But most people ain't got enough faith to trust God to pay their tithes. So how is He going to ever ask anybody to do? How is He going to ask them to do something like that right there? Well, you can't do the simple things. You can't get up church and give a testimony. How are He going to expect you to go out on visitation and visit somebody? We need to do the little things first. How's he gonna, you wanna sing a special, but you won't sing in the choir?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Our choir down to 6. I remember when I was 14, Miss Daisy. What happened? Well, Miss Daisy don't practice what I want her to. I don't know. I'm just talking. Nobody. They get to sing and I don't. You pointed at LaSalle. We practice too long. If you're going to have a good choir, you need practice. Amen. Somebody help me. Why can't God, why can't we see down the road like God does when that choir's anointed, man? We got it ain't about numbers now, but to me it sounds better. We got 14.
Yeah.
Kind of drowns out some of it can't sing, you know, like me. But what if that choir is going to be the answer to somebody? What if the choir brings the anointing, and it does, but we can't see past the end of our nose? It's about us. We ain't thinking about what's that. If I'm glorifying God with this song that God gave me, and I'm praising God, it will touch. I've seen people literally weep in their pews that don't come to church here. You know what they're weeping over? Choir. Just weeping over the anointing that was on that choir, this choir up here, sitting back in their pew, just sobbing. I ain't even got to preach it, so I know it wasn't me. And I can't sing. It was the anointing that was on the choir. When you're in the choir, you need to pray for the anointing on your Miss Dacia, I know you are. You better pray for the anointing.
Yeah.
Because without the anointing, yokes ain't going to get broke. And that rhymes if you didn't know it. The yoke won't get broke. If my preaching is not anointed, nobody will ever get saved. If your preaching ain't anointed, nobody's ever going to get saved. Your preaching, your word, your preaching, your preaching, your teaching. Well, who else we got in here? Teachers, Miss Teresa. You better pray for the anointing on your life. Because if you ain't anointed, you better well sit down and shut up. Just quote John 3:16. That won't return void.
That's right.
It ain't going to return void. It'll go, but if you're anointed, that word's already anointed.
Yeah.
Don't pray God anoint your word. Don't say God, it's already anointed. This one. That's some of them others that's disappointed. But that was anointed. Amen? We need to be like the 3 Hebrew boys. No matter what we go through, just think ahead. Let God help God. Ask God to help you. Proverbs 21:2 says, every way of man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the heart.
Yeah.
It may look right in your eyes, but God, ask God to search your heart. David said in Psalm 139:23 and 24, search me, O God, and know my heart.
Try me.
Try me and know my thoughts.
And see if there be any wicked way within me.
You see, I pray that all the time. Search me, God. Is there a wrong attitude in me? Huh? Am I holding back? Am I holding my talents back?
Come on.
Somebody help me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you not doing what God, you know God's asked you to do something, and all you want to do is murmur and complain? Maybe I'm talking about myself sometimes. I've had times, I told Martinez a while ago, we were talking about how things are, we look at the things in the church is going on, not just this church, but we look at the falling away. We look at how other people's, their lives don't bear what the Word of God says, and we want to get discouraged.
Yeah.
But then we see things like what happened today with Deja and my brother Bill. Oh, see, those things, the Lord showed me that a long time ago. He said, look at what you do have. Look at what you do have. If you got somebody murmuring and complaining, confront them. Shut it up And if they don't stop, cut them out and look at what you got. I know there's been times in my life I was so disappointed in people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're disappointed, but you can't let it cause you to get discouraged. You gotta, anybody here know what I'm talking about?
Amen.
This disappointment is going to be part of your life walking with God. Everybody, matter of fact, nowadays most people are not going to live what they.
That's right.
And it's easy to go along with the flow.
Yeah.
It's easy to have friends that all they talk about is the world, and not necessarily sinful stuff, but they don't ever talk about Jesus. They don't ever talk about the Word of God. When we was up there visiting with Debbie and Miss Debbie and Brother Billy, that's about all we talked about. The Word of God, what's going on. In Mark chapter 8, verse 24, there was a blind man. He wanted Jesus to heal him. Jesus reached down, got some mud, spit on it, put it in his eyes, and the Bible says he could see. But it says he saw, Jesus looked at him and said, I see men walking as trees. Y'all see anything in it? He said, I see men as trees walking around. He couldn't see clearly. He was seeing men as just a stone. No soul. Or it can be taken two ways. They're big, or they're just nothing. So I see men as trees. Jesus knew that wasn't right. You know what he did? He touched him a second time. And the Bible said then he saw clearly. See, we need sometimes we get saved and we don't really know what's going on. We need to get a second touch. And sometimes a third and a fourth. Some of you got some touches up here Sunday, I noticed. And y'all was in the river. That living water got in. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. We need to get that second touch so we'll see these kids that come in here not as little snotty-nosed brats. Come on now. Y'all ain't hearing me. We need to see these young people not so much as rebellious, and we remember how we was. Or Miss Daisy, you know how it is at Moss Points. They are rebellious. But we need to see these kids through the eyes of God. See, God knows what they've been going through. I can tell you some of these young ladies and guys have been through hell already. The devil is going to devour their lives and destroy them in a devil's hell if somebody don't get the eyes of God. They get saved, that ain't the end of it. That's not the end of it. We need to see them like God. Man, I love what's going on. I don't know, it's almost like some of these recent young ladies is like, they so bad want to serve God. They so bad. I've heard them say it. Miss Teresa's heard, man, I want to live with God. But when they leave here, they go home. In a few days, they're going back to Moss Point, Pascagoula, and Calmer. It's going to be hell. They're going to get made fun of. Are you praying for them? I got a list of every child and young person that comes to this church in front of my study, my wall there. I put my hand on every last one of them. That's what it's going to take. And I cried out to God. I said, I don't know somebody. I don't even know which ones to read, which ones. I know Amia, one has been coming. Man, God doing a work in that girl's life. Boy, the devil hates that. But can we see through God's eyes? How many of you took one of them, just loved up on it and said, I love you and I pray for you.
Amen.
And you can. You can overcome. You don't give them no negative crap.
Amen.
You tell them, you can. You are able, like Caleb said. You are able. You got some giants in your house. You got some bad things going on. But you can overcome if you'll trust God. Some of these boys like Dante and Lander, them boys are saved. They ain't no doubt in my mind they're saved. God's done a work in their life. But what are they going to face? Do they know that you're behind them? Do you tell them? I love you, man. I love wrapping them fellas, feeling them little arms wrapped around me. I love you. Some of them don't know how to receive that.
Yeah.
You know where they get told I love you at? Right here. That's it. I can promise some of them kids, their mama might say, no, but they don't act like they love them. They don't take care of them. They don't watch them. Huh? We need to do it.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus said, suffer the little children. That's the kind of eyes we need to have. We need to have the eyes that Jesus had and said, hey, just come to me, let me love you. We need to pray for that Hope House. God, this is for Hope House. There ain't no business here tonight. This message is for y'all and me. We need to love on these kids. They ain't gonna make it, Martinez. You can pick them up every Sunday until Jesus comes, but if they don't see love and they don't see something coming out of us, if they don't see Jesus in us,
That's right. Yep. Come on now. That's right.
and young people, you can teach down there, you can better believe one thing, it's going to get back to them.
Amen.
Miss Deja stood by herself. But what if it did? Don't ever try to tell them about Jesus no more. They ain't going to listen to you. They looking for somebody to take a stand. It's got some backbone. It's got some courage. Huh? Come on, where do you get it from? That book right there. Read stories about David and 3 Hebrew boys. And that's where you get it. Man, if they can do it.
That's right.
If God did it for them, He'll do it for you. God ain't no respecter of person. If you'll stand up for God, I don't know how it's going to come back to you this day, but it's coming back. It's coming back. When you take a stand for Jesus Christ, even if you got to stand by yourself, it's going to come back to you. Probably not the way you thought it would. Mark. Second touch. He saw clearly. That word, he saw clearly, means he could discern. But we need some discernment in this church.
Amen.
Amen.
We need some discernment in this church.
Amen.
From all of us.
Amen.
We need to discern when somebody walks in this building and they got a devil in them.
That's right.
Oh, now, or one of these young people is really going through one of these young ladies that comes, I'm not going to call her name, but I knew the whole service that while she was sitting there, there was something terrible going on in her life. She was shaking her head while I was preaching. She wasn't shaking it at me. She was shaking it at what was going on there. She knew what I was talking about was going on in her house. I guess. I don't know if Miss Teresa ever really found out what was, but I knew that she was fighting a battle. She had just got saved. You know that devil, he ain't, you get saved,
Yeah.
it ain't over.
No.
You got to start overcoming.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear. I said, it ain't over. You got to start overcoming.
Yeah.
You just started when you get saved. It's a wonderful thing to get saved. Nothing like it. But then you start. Oh, we got to help these young people overcome. We got to spend time. We got to take them out to. Remember the pledge we made about. I ain't going to ask you to raise your hand. How many of you took your group out to eat? Brother Gary, we got to feed them, encourage them.
Yeah.
What time? Got to take them to Pop's house. Got to take them on the boat. Got to take them fishing. Got to take them to the park. Got to play ball with them.
Camp out.
Huh?
Camping out.
Camping out. Man, those boys ain't shut up about that yet. One camping trip.
You could even show up for Tuesday night.
When we going camping, Brother Gary? It meant a lot to them. But those are the things, see, those are the things that make the difference in young people's life. Some of you in this room didn't get saved because of fishing, but I guarantee you it helps you.
Amen.
Yeah.
We got some good talk on them fishing trips. Talked about Jesus, didn't we? I forgot about that, did you? That's what this is about. We need to see, we don't need to take them fishing so we can see if we can catch more fish in them. We need to help them become fishers of men. Amen? I believe it anyway. Bible says in Proverbs 29:18, without a vision, people perish. Without God's eyes, looking through God's eyes, the only way you're going to do that, whole house is asking. I promise when you ask God, Lord, let me see what you see. Just let me just get the burden me, God, with lost souls.
Amen.
Give me a burden.
Amen.
Show me somebody that needs to hear the hope that's in Jesus Christ. When you ask, you're asking Him His will, then it's going to get
Oh,
answered.
yeah.
It may not be who you want to talk to.
Come on now.
It's not. It may not be the man you. It just recently happened to me. This man I graduated school with, I seen him out there in the yard one day. God said, "Don't talk to him." I said, "Well, Lord, he's busy right now. I'll catch him later." Amen. Steve Roberts. Then it seemed like every day I'm seeing him somewhere. Going down the road, go to get gas, there it is, standing over there. I ain't seen him in 10 years. All of a sudden, I've seen him 4 or 5 times. I'm going to the houseboat, going to go fishing. There he is out there burning the fire in his yard. I pulled right in his driveway. It was almost like now or never. And then there, talked to him about the Lord, but I realized God has patience sometimes. I told you to do it, just like the turtle. Didn't go back, you didn't pull over right there. The turtle got run over. These children are like that. We only have a limited amount of time with these kids. Some of them we may not ever see again. Some of them move around, they go all over. But what did they get when they was here? What did they get while they was at? Not when they was at the church down the road, but what did they get while they was here? We're going to answer to God, hope I. It might not be at the white throne judgment, but you're going to answer to God how you treat children. When you're giving them food back there, you're sweet to them or you're snapping at them. I don't know. I'm asking. Do they know you love? I'm not asking you to put up with no poo-poo now.
Yeah.
Rebellion. I'm just saying. But if all you ever do is, you know, I know that ain't happening, but just I'm reminding us. See, we need to be reminded of this stuff. But what's our number 1 priority?
Children.
What's number 2?
Teenagers.
Is it? I'm not asking that. God is. Most kids will perish. Our family, our friends will perish unless we get God's vision. Some of you have children and ain't saved. Brothers and sisters, husbands and wives. I don't know if anybody here's got a husband or wife that ain't saved. You need to ask God tonight. I want everybody in this church before you leave here, while you sit in your pew, whatever you do, I want you to ask God to show you what it is, who it is that He wants you to get a vision for. It may be somebody working next to you. In closing, I want to read 1 Peter chapter 1. Verse 8 and 9. Peter said this, whom having not seen, you love. Anybody here ever seen Jesus first?
No.
You love Him though, right?
Amen.
How come? How do you love somebody you ain't never seen?
Amen.
Huh?
You love me first.
Spiritualized. Said, whom love, having not seen, you love, and whom though now you see Him not yet believing, you rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. I asked somebody a while ago, you lost your joy? Boy? I ain't calling no names. Sometimes I lose mine. I'm not pointing fingers, but I get worried when I see somebody just always got joy, and all of a sudden they ain't got it, and I start praying. And that person I was talking to got prayed for. I didn't meddle. I just said, what's wrong? That's what you need to do. Brother Bilbo, if you see Demetrius, ain't Demetrius. This Sunday, he comes to church, he going, he ain't Demetrius, see that smile? Look at that smile, look at that teeth. That's Demetrius. That's the Demetrius I know.
Yeah.
And when he ain't smiling, he going, I'm going to say, what's the matter?
Yeah.
Do we do that? Or are we scared? Who having not seen, we ain't seen him, but we gonna see him. That's what we need to look forward to. I see through the spiritual eyes of God. One of these days, Bill, I'm gonna see that man.
Amen.
The God man. Woo. The Bible said to him that looked for him. Now he appeared, the man with the fan thing in the point. Man was playing in the fan thing. I won't see him. Woo, that's what keeps me going. I will see Jesus.
Yeah.
We can't comprehend that now. Man, I don't know how bad it gets down there at Moss Point. Just remember, you're going to see him. You're going to see him. You down there in Ingles, you sweat. I sweat in that house both day working. I have to think about, man, I need that. I'm going to see him. See him with flesh eyes. Joy unspeakable, full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation. How do you receive the end of your faith? By faith.
Yeah.
All the way through.
What I just said. How can you receive? He's saying, look through the eyes of God at the end of it. When we're going through hell, them three Hebrew boys said, we throw us in the fire. We know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
Amen. It ain't gonna be hot for a minute.
Yeah.
We might have to suffer, but we ain't bound to your God.
Praise the Lord.
I ain't bound to no casino. I ain't bound to no beer joint. I'm not bound into the pressures of Hollywood.
That's right.
Amen. Stand up.
That's right.
Amen.
Put some music on. I ain't asking nobody in here to come down and repent of no sin necessarily. If you need to, you need to. But all I want you to do